I don't know if you heard that story about the Applebee's executive memo was leaking. Applebee's franchise group has fired an executive who said higher gas prices and inflation mean stores can pay less because people are desperate for any money to make ends meet. So that got leaked, and everybody acted like it was just that one guy at that one company. That's how 99% of corporations work. What's that? Is it what is not? Is it? It's not Sam's Club. What's the other one?
Costco.
Costco doesn't do that. They give people, I guess, $20 an hour or something, right? They don't try to, and they try to take care of their workers a little better than everybody else. But in general, that's what's happening. And why is there a worker shortage? Because they're not going to pay their workers. So if there's a worker, they go, oh, there's a labor shortage. So the way capitalism is supposed to work, which is the system they're using, is when there's something that's in high demand and short supply, the price of it goes up. So the price of labor should be going through the roof right now, but it's not. What they're doing, and because I stay at hotels when I tour, they're just, and eat at restaurants, so they're not just hiring people. They're just giving you shittier service. This is how capitalism is dealing with this. They're saying, oh no, it's a labor shortage. There's no labor shortage. They're not paying people a proper wage according to their own capitalistic system. When something is in demand and in short supply, the price of it's supposed to go up. So the price of labor is, I've had guys who run restaurants tell them, they go, I can't hire a dishwasher. I can't find a dishwasher. I'm like, did you raise the wage? No. They just go, I can't find one. Well, you're supposed to raise the wage until someone is willing to do that job. That's how capitalism works. But capitalists in America are rapacious capitalists, and that's the world we're living in. And everyone's pretending it just happened at Applebee's with that one guy, and he's been fired, as he should be. Part of being an executive is not saying the quiet part out loud like a rank amateur. Right? At least hide the truth with the corporate speak. Higher gas prices may create synergy with opportunities in our wheelhouse. Say shit like that. Where'd you go to business school? Applebee's? Come on. So here we go. Let's watch this.
And a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
Get 5 bonus wings for $1.
You get 5 bonus wings for $1 when you buy a cheeseburger with bacon on it and shit. So an Applebee's franchise group executive said restaurants should pay workers less because rising gas prices and inflation mean people are more desperate to make ends meet. Now he's the one looking for a job. Wayne Pankratz, wow, poof, has been fired. He's got that kind of name you should be teaching geometry, right? Wayne Pankratz has been talking about theorems, has been fired after his email containing the suggestion was leaked and roundly roasted online. Pankratz he's now deleted LinkedIn page, listed him as an executive director of operations of American Franchise. Oh boy, this guy's hurting. Also known as AFC brand. I mean, he had a big job. Which owns dozens of Applebee's and Taco Bell restaurants in the Midwest and on the East Coast. And it was because it got leaked and he got roasted that really ruined an otherwise great email. A viral tweet last week showed an email Pankratz penned with the subject line, "Why gas increase is a good for hiring." The email appeared to pertain to an Applebee's in Lawrence, Kansas. Okay. Everyone has heard that gas prices continue to rise. Pankratz began in his email. The advantage this has for us is that it will increase application flow and has the potential to lower our average wage. How, you ask? Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see how they don't want to actually raise the wage to actually get people to apply? They want to actually somehow find a way for the greater economy to inflict more draconian pain on poor people so they have no choice. That's capitalism, baby.
You don't have a job? Will you take $3 an hour?
Most of our employee base and potential employee base live paycheck to paycheck, Pankrat continued. Any increase in gas prices cuts into their disposable income. As inflation continues to climb and gas prices continue to go up, that means more hours employees will need to work to maintain their current level of living. Wow. Pankratz went on to say that the end of the pandemic unemployment assistance of stimulus checks would also help the franchise. As prices rise, people who were relying on unemployment money simply will have less money to spend, he wrote. It will force people back into the workforce. Well, that just sounds like he has an excellent grasp of market forces. That's what that is. He added that the rising prices mean some small businesses will not be able to hold on, further bumping numbers in the franchise's hiring pool. The labor market is about to turn into our favor, Pankratz concluded. What can you do besides hiring employees at a lower wage to decrease our labor when able? Make sure you have a pulse on the morale of your employees. So there you go. It's ultimately a positive message. Wrapping up his message, he wrote, pretty ironically, most importantly, have the culture and environment that will attract people. Oh my God. It's very nice of him to want to keep his finger on the pulse of employee morale.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Amazon wouldn't do that. It's all spying and fear over there, unlike Applebee's, where they really care about it. They really care about it. Most importantly, have the culture and environment that will attract people. Just a little bit of chicken fried and a pair of jeans that fit just right, underpaid on a Saturday night. So here it is. Get schedules completed early so they can plan their other jobs around yours. Do you see that? Make sure you get your workers scheduled to them early so they can plan their other job. We all know that one job is not enough in the United States. This is called end-stage capitalism. This is what's happening. That's why they're censoring so heavily. That's what they do. So capitalism leads to fascism. And we're really close to it right now. We live in a surveillance state. They won't let you protest. They won't give you health care. And they won't give you a living wage, so you have to work 2 and 3 jobs. This is what's happening in the United States of America with our most profitable corporations. These are Taco Bells and Applebee's.
Will you read the part where it says your employees that live check to check? Read that one.
Besides hiring employees and at a lower wage to decrease our labor when able, make sure you have the pulse on the morale of your employees. Your employees that live paycheck to paycheck are impacted more than the people reading this email. Be conscious of that. Many will need to work more hours or get a second job. Do things to make sure you are the employer of choice. Get schedules completed early so they can plan their other jobs around yours. And most importantly, have the culture and environment that will attract people. And how do you attract people with a culture? You underpay them, which is what that's what that's all about.
But give them their schedule early.
Wow. Again, do you think Amazon plans your schedule around your second job? This guy sounds like nicer than most executives, actually. This is the opinion of an individual, not Applebee, said Kevin Carroll, chief operations officer at Applebee's, in a statement to Insider. The individual has been terminated by the franchise who owns and operates the restaurants in this market. So that's just them pretending that they don't think exactly like him. And of course, we do know they do. So that guy became a scapegoat. And they're pretending that they're not like that. We all pay our employers more. No, you do? What part did he say that was a lie? Our team members are the lifeblood of our restaurants, and our franchisees are always looking to reward and incentivize team members, new and current, to remain with a Applebee's family. We're not saying the man doesn't have good ideas. We're just embarrassed. Team members. Our team members are the lifeblood of our restaurant. Our team members. Who? The low-wage servers are your team members? The low-wage team members. That's how you talk, Pankrats. That guy doesn't know. That's how you refer to them. Scott Fisher, Director of Communications for Apple Central, told Lawrence Journal World that Pankrat's comments were embarrassing and that the franchise doesn't have a policy about using higher gas prices to justify lowering wages. We are still scratching our head about what this gentleman was thinking, Fisher said. Yeah, we just want low wages, and we weren't trying to bring gas prices into it. That's crazy. We wouldn't dare do that. Okay. Applebee's workers, look at this. They win a compensation and wage class action lawsuit. So Applebee's is doing the exact thing they're pretending they're not doing. And so much so that they're doing it, that they lost a class action suit about wage theft. What is wage theft, Jimmy? Well, let's get into it, shall we? An Illinois Applebee's franchise has been ordered to compensate servers and bartenders for non-tipped work they performed, like cleaning and dishwashing, that they didn't get paid minimum wage for, a federal judge said. Apple Illinois LLC, which operates 34 Applebee's neighborhood bar and grill restaurants, faces a class action lawsuit from servers, bartenders, and hostesses who claim up to 20% of their shift was spent performing non-tipped work. Apple Illinois did not pay the workers minimum wage for the time spent on these duties. So you don't have to pay in certain states the minimum wage to a server because they get tipped. And so what these people are saying is, well, we did a lot of work that wasn't tipped work that was paid at the lower than minimum wage. So they sued, and that's called wage theft. And so they sued, and they won. So I say good for them. And so here it is, wage theft when employees steal from when employers steal from employees. And so here's all the minimum wage violations, $23 billion worth of minimum wage. That's our documented. Overtime violations, $8 billion worth of overtime violations that are documented. Rest break violations, $4 billion. Off the clock violations, $3 billion. Larceny, I don't know how that gets in there. I don't even. What is larceny? Do you know what larceny is? Let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, what is larceny? Okay. It's a crime involving the unlawful taking of the personal property of another person or business. Burglary, auto theft. All right, shut up, Siri. Okay, wage theft when employers steal from employees. And these are the other types of thefts. Oh, that's other thefts. Okay, but these are so there's less real theft in America, is what this is pointing out, than there is wage theft. So wage theft is the real crime, but you only hear about these crimes: burglary, auto theft, larceny. These are the crimes you hear about on the news. Look how much less they are than the wage theft from employers to employees. That's the point of that right there. Let me see if I have a joke for this. Wage theft on a Saturday night. Slavery, it feels so right. And a little bit of chicken fried. Oh, look, this is Kiev, Ukraine. That's air sirens because there's going to be an attack. This is how CNN covers it.
And a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night. Our proteins that fit just right. And the radio.
Get 5 boneless wings for $1 with any
$1 if you
handcrafted
get a
burger.
dig.
Only at Applebee.
Only.
And a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night. Our proteins that fit just right. And the radio.
Get 5 boneless wings for $1 with any handcrafted burger. Only at Applebee's.
$1. 5 wings for $1. That's what Americans need. More bulk food for cheap. That's what Americans need.
Sounds healthy.
Actually, I bet those chicken wings are the healthiest things on the menu. Who knows? It's the sugar and carbs that kill you. Fat doesn't make you fat. Keep that in mind. Lay off the carburers. Okay, so there's your Applebee's. There's your story. Now you know the rest of the story. And when are Americans, you think, going to revolt? When do you think they're going to stop voting for Democrats or Republicans? Because they're both doing this. This is the system that they serve. And so Democrats and Republicans serve the donor class, which are those people on those emails. That's who they serve. They serve the Applebee's, the Taco Bell, the owners of those franchises. That's who the people serve. I'm talking the government. Your elected officials. They serve capitalists. They don't serve you. Hey, we're doing our live stand-up tour. We're going to be in Orlando. We're going to be in Tampa, Columbus, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, much, much more. Go to jimmydorcomedy.com for a link for all the tickets. And you can come see our shows in Los Angeles, too. We do one weekly. Go to jimmydorcomedy.com and become a premium member while you're there. Get all the extra content. Thank you.